Oi, Jordan Peterson and maturity. There's a video I made simply titled Maturity. In that video, I discussed and defined maturity as the moment you realize that you do not want to manipulate anybody. You see a reason why somebody is their own autonomous being and you do not want to impose your rules, your will, whatever onto them. And you certainly do not want to gaslight them. You do not want to cheat them. You do not want to fool them. You don't want to do anything but let them exist as them, just to be themselves. But Jordan Peterson says, right? The reason I'm discussing Jordan Peterson, I don't like to discuss people. There's so many people I could discuss. But I feel like people my age hold Jordan Peterson in high regards as if he's some intelligent person. I understand, bro, if you think he's intelligent. I don't even know what intelligence is. I define intelligence as life. But Jordan Peterson could be considered intelligence based on the criteria of, let's say, a academic record. He's a professor, isn't he? But then again, he said that maturity, and I don't want to quote him, you're going to have to go on his YouTube page or on his community post. He said that maturity is when you get married and have kids, then you're mature or something along that line. No, you do not get married. I feel like I'm doing him a disjustice here in explaining. But that's what's the problem means with Jordan Peterson, bro. He's never clear. In this case, he said that maturity is when you're married, when you have a partner. And then, look, when this guy speaks, he double speaks like a politician. I still don't know where he stands on religion. I can literally sum up where I stand on religion in one sentence. God is irrelevant. I'm not an atheist, I'm not agnostic, I don't believe, I don't know. It's just irrelevant in my life. Even though sometimes I feel like the universe often make things go my way, it's weird, but I think he's irrelevant. Jordan Peterson cannot say clearly where he stands on things like that. And so that's why I don't listen to him as much or think he's an intelligent person. For me, intelligent people are people that sum up what their opinions in such short word without murking the water. That's what I don't like about this man. I can't even tell you what he says intelligent was, even though I know damn well what he said. I just can't remember. I would literally have to go and pull it up for you and go word for word, uh, knowing damn well I read it 100 times, trying to understand what he is saying. Maybe it's too complex for me. Maybe you should simplify things, make it more open, more clear, more transparent. But if I had to go on his page, right? Hold on a second, man. This man, whole thinking just irks me. I don't know why people grow up when they get married. It is probably better to get married when you are young because then you grow up. And then what else matures people? I'm literally reading what he wrote. Maybe my reading here is putting you off. I have met very few people who have fully matured who do not have children. I think there's a reason for that. A real technical reason you are not mature until someone else matters more. Oh, it's said that you are not mature until someone else matters more than you. Period. Period. Yeah, really, Jonas. I haven't met many. I haven't met very few people. I'm not doing Jordan Peterson justice here. Sorry. I have met very few people who have fully matured, who do not have children. I think there's a reason for that. A real technical reason. You are not matured until someone else matters more than you. Period, girl. That's what he actually put. Period. Maybe that will be your wife or your husband, but probably not. They might matter as much as you. And maybe that is right amount. But when but when you have children, they matter more than you, unless there is something seriously wrong with you. I'm not saying this. This is Jordan Peterson. I'm literally reading word to word. Very few parents, sorry, my Sudanese accent. Very few parents, if push came to shove, would not die for their children. Yes, there's an actual video of people being asked, "Would you die for your children?" And some of these parents hesitated, or some of them said, "Hell no." As soon as someone else matters more than you do in some fundamental sense, you have taken another step toward true mature responsibility. I do not see that you can do that without necessity, and there is nothing that screams necessity more than an infant. So Jordan Peterson essentially is saying, bro, there's something wrong with you if you don't mature when you get married and have kids. Think about that for a minute, because all of us here, I'm aware that there are parents that are still immature. I would even go as far as to say a lot of parents are immature. They are. I won't even say children. Children are the parents in this case, in my opinion. Bro, this is the mindset of someone who thinks you can acquire things just by doing X, Y, Z. You can acquire maturity just by being married. You can acquire maturity just by having a child. Now, the reason I say parents are immature, he is talking to parents that are still immature, thinking that this logic, this trail of thought is actually sound. He's pandering to parents or people that have just married. If you're a mature individual, you know when someone is pandering to you. You can see through the BS. This is BS. Any parents that has a kid and is married or whatever and they're together, and you are truly mature, you would object to what he's saying and say, "Oh no, actually, there are many ways people can be mature. Hardship can make a young man or woman mature quickly. Having to look after your siblings, or having the absence of a parent in your life, and you're with a single mom or a single dad, matures you. Certain events matures you. The fact that you think you're mature because you just married or have kids, many people who, if that's what they want to attain, can just marry or have kids and keep up the facade that they're mature without having ever to be mature. There are some cases, and I would agree with him, I'll give him this point. Some people, some parents will have kids, and the kids actually matures them. But it wasn't having the kid that matures them. Society shamed them into taking that care of that kid when it was just them they had to look after, right? Nobody cared. But the moment the kid was born, society now shames them into looking after that kids properly. Similarly to how people shame dog owners, pet owners. How can you be homeless and you put your dog in that situation? How can you be a parent and you're putting your child into that situation? So now the parents has to think, fuck, I brought a life into the world. I have to go according to what society says is the right way to raise this child. And then I'll be looked at upon with favor. People will look at me as a good parent. People are shamed into becoming good parents. If that's maturity, it's cheap form of maturity. Go and have a kid, and then you put on the facade that you're mature. Go and have a kid, and us as a society as a whole will collectively shame you every time you stepped out of line. You go out clubbing. How are you a good mother? You're out there clubbing. So now you stop clubbing and you think you matured. Why do you need an external thing to make you mature? Maturity comes from within. It's a bonfire that you have to build within you, Jordan. How the fuck It's a 27-year-old realizing this before you, bruh. Hold on a minute. I can't shame him into being mature. I'm just be doing what everyone else is doing. I even made a video that says we all learn at our own pace. So Jordan being how old he is, how old is Jordan Peterson, though? Jordan Peterson. Hold on here for you people with short attention span. B. Peterson. How old is my boy? Jordan Peterson, age. Jordan Peterson is 62. God damn it. That's young. That is very young. That's old ass. Should be understanding what maturity is at that age, bro. I'm sorry. I thought this man was like 50 something. Jesus. He still thinks maturity is putting on a facade. He still thinks maturity is acquiring things like marriage certificates or children. This is your hero. This man is your hero. This is why I don't listen to people like this, bro. There's zero, nothing to learn. You end up criticizing them and stressing yourself out. I don't want to listen to Jordan Peterson. I don't listen to Jordan Peterson. He just goes around in loops and loops and loops. There was a time where what he was saying was very countercultural and he was a contrarian of some sort, but now he's just an old man parroting societal beliefs, sort of keeping the status quo. And that's his interest. His interest is not to challenge you, bro. He's pandering to you. He's pandering to the young man. Clean your room. Well, my room is very fucking dirty and I don't want to clean it. You clean whatever you want to clean. Stop telling us to clean our rooms, you weirdo. I'm out, bro. I'm not even telling you what to do, Jordan. I'm telling young men to clean their rooms. Go clean your room. Yes, master. Yes, Jordan. Fanboys.